welcome to me playing Sleeping Gods for the very first time. Well, maybe. Look, I played through the starting campaign, the quick start guide. So, played through that. It was a complete hold your hand little scenario, and now we are ready to start for real. I have all my characters laid out here. I'm actually in front of two of them here. They are here. Let's see if we can... Yes, there they are. And we have him here, the doctor. And we have one of them here, because he didn't fit anywhere else. So, there we are. Then we have an ability card. We have one of them. Let's see. Gain 1 fatigue and discard this equipped card to gain 3 shield block. So we have that one. And we have one command, which are these little, oh, there we go, little tokens. Our ship is right here. And we are ready to start playing. Everything else is set up, as you can see. We have our captain here. We have the first 2 quests that we got from the starting guide here. We have the ship ready to go. We have 3 gold and 1 grain. Then we have the event deck, the ability cards. We have monsters. We have markets. And we have our starting items. Let's go with that. Anyway, we have those. And we have all the crew ready to go. So when we start the game, the first thing we do is take ship action. So we go to one of these ship icons and we do the related action. So right now, there's not a lot we might need, because we are not damaged, we are not fatigued. We don't have any of those. So I think I will be going to a place where I can get an ability card and get some command, but I don't need to heal or remove fatigue, so no reason to go there now. You can go anywhere, but you can't go where you were last turn, and you can't go to a place anymore if it's completely damaged, if it has 2 damage cubes. So we go, so right now I'm thinking we go to the bridge. I think. I mean, we could go to the sick bay, which would heal, which would give us a 3 command, but it also heals damage, and we don't have one of those. But we might want to heal some damage in the future. So I don't think that would be smart right now. So let's just go with the bridge. So that's where we go. We get to draw 1 ability card. There we go. This is Power Strike. 1 command cube for +1 damage when this crew member hits. So, oh, there we go. So we can give that ability to someone. And then we have our command token, and we get 2. Because we're playing a single player game. So then you get 2. So that is our ship action done, and now we get to do our 2 actions. And we can travel, which means we can go to adjacent part of the map. This is also a line, and all of these lines here. Right now you always start here, so we could go here, we could go here, we could go here. We can explore, which is going to one of these circle dots and explore that location. We can visit a market location if we are in the place where we can do that. So if we were, suppose we were here, then we could go to the market, and then we can purchase items. and we can visit a port. So again, if we were here, we could visit Zakura Trading Post and do some actions there. Right now we don't need any of that, so you're going to stay here, and we are going to do some actions. Yes, let's do that. So our first action, I think, would be to explore. We're here now, so why not? So we have 2 locations to explore, 2 and 174. Now 2 kind of makes the most sense. We're totally new to this, we don't have a lot of stuff yet, but this is a cave and you never know. We might run into a monster though, so that's always a bit tricky. But I think we should go for it. So we will open the storybook to the paragraph number on the location, and we will read the first text box in the story. And then we can make a choice, gain rewards, and move on. So let's do that. So I have the storybook here. There we go. And we will look up 2. And you're supposed to, of course, not read anything else, just number 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this to the side to tempt no one but myself and read 2. Sea foam winds through a maze of mossy rocks on the cave floor. They brush the heel of a smiling skeleton which sits reclined against an old iron door, blood red with rust. You find the skeleton against an iron door at the back of a cave. And now we have a few options. Search the skeleton, which is unavailable if we have the keyword pink, which we don't have. Open the door, which requires keyword iron, which we don't have. Or leave, and that's return to the ship. So we have 2 keywords. They are here. So we have raid. We have cottage. So right now we don't have iron. So we cannot open the door, which is a shame. So what we do is we have our journey log, which is here. So this is a journey log. I can show it like this. So this is a journey log, and right now there's not a lot here. Because we haven't saved the game yet or anything, so we're just playing. I've just set my name here, and I've said that I'm playing on normal difficulty. But right here is the map. And as you can see, there's quite a lot to explore. So it is advised to use this map to write down things, so you can come back to it, be like, oh, I needed that keyword iron for this and this, I now have the keyword iron, so then you can return. So what I'm going to do is look at this map and see where I am right now, and write down that I need the keyword iron to do something about this. So then later, when I have that keyword, I can return and open that door. So we are here right now, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write down, I'm going to do it off to the side because I have a play map and that doesn't write easily. So we're going to say, of course my pen doesn't work. There we are. So I'm just doing KW, keyword, iron. So I don't think you can see this, but I wrote it down there. So now we can return once we have that keyword. So now the book says leave, return to ship, and return to ship is always your hint close the storybook and return all explorer tokens to the supply. Continue your turn as normal. So that is the moment when you go about the rest of your turn. So right now we did one explore, which is one of the 2 actions we have. So what other action are we going to do? We can of course move, but then that's it. Or we can go to 174, which is here. It doesn't look very friendly, but you live and you learn, right? So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to grab this again. I'm going to go to 174. So let's see. 174. So here we are. So as you can see, this is all text, and I'm going to read it again. If we have the keyword foam, we turn to 174.3, but we don't, so we're good. Froth clumps in the bay below cliffs like skyscrapers of jagged pewter. Slumped against their rocky walls, tangled in knots of heavy chain, is the bare form of a man. Continues on the next page. Climb up and free him is our first option. Or B, leave the man and search nearby caves instead. Unavailable if keyword pinstripe. We don't have that. So we have a choice. We can do a strength check for 6, or you can do a perception check of 5. If we fail the first, the strength, we get -4 health. If we fail the other one, we gain 1 frightened. Okay, so what are we going to do? So, of course, it says you can turn to 174.1 to read the resolution of either one. So you have to make sure your eyes don't wander over to the next part. So now we can choose what we want to do. And I feel like, so in the pre-story, we saved Mac. We were like, are we saving her? Are we leaving her? And we were like, no, we're taking her along with us. I was like, great. And so it seems kind of counterintuitive to now say, oh, and the next person we run into, we're just going to leave there. So let's say we're going to try the challenge. None of these ability cards that we've gained are going to be useful in this check, so we're just going to leave this. Okay, so then we check, but then we try, then we look at which crew members are going to participate. So we're doing a strength check, which means they all need to have this little arm symbol. Let's see if we can have, that's the wrong part. There we go, that little arm symbol. So a few of them have that, so they can participate. If they participate, they get a fatigue token. And if they get 2 fatigue tokens, they will hit, oh, that's upside down. Their hits will become less strong in the next battle. But we're not battling anything yet. So, yeah. But of course, the more members we choose now, you know, the quicker we're going through everyone getting fatigued. So we decide who gets to participate. Then we draw a fate. So we draw a fate card from the deck and we add that to the hole. And then we can use anything to add to the total number. and then we look if we have success or failure. So what do we want to do? So we might just go for it, and for example we can use our gear to redraw the ability card if it's really bad. So maybe we do 3 crew members and then hope we draw 3 or higher, and if not we redraw. I feel like we really want to succeed in the beginning because we don't really have to make stuff, you know, to be more resilient in the future. So let's see, we'll use Kanan, I think, and Laurent, and there's maybe no logic to this. So when of course they have their own abilities that we might be able to use. If we're smart about it. Well, I think we'll go Marco. So that's our 3 people. Then we draw our card, and that is a 5. And 5 plus 3 is 8. And we needed 6, so we are good. Success! If you gain a high enough skill number, ignore any failure consequences, read the next line and follow the instructions. So that is what we are going to do. So it says turn to 174.1. You approach the man, your steps cautious. His body is slack and his eyes are like pools of blood and milk. Does he even know we're here? He hardly looks alive. Audrey tugs at the chains and they drop easily to the ground. A shout gravels from the man's throat. Free! Ah, thank you! He jumps up and dives from the cliff face into the sea, swimming effortless to the manticore. Once on board, he asks for some food and clothes and offers to reward you. Those chains were enchanted. I could not have freed myself. You saved me. Now I must return to my treasure if it's still waiting for me. Take me there and I'll give you a fine reward. Gain 2 coins. 2 coins. And adventure card 12. That would be here in this little box. So we have quests and then we have adventure cards, and these are the adventure cards. Oh, the light is horrible. So adventure, and we gain adventure card 12. So let's see. 12. That's in here. Okay, there we go. So we have gained Ubzon. So that's him. Passenger 12. Oh, he is a passenger. So I think we put him here with the other items. That makes sense, right? And then we have quests 14 and 15. So this big thing here is the quest deck. And we're going for, what did I say, 14 and 15. So we have 14 and 15. And so if you gain a quest, you immediately read what the quest says. And then you, of course, add them to your quests. So let's look at this. Start with 14. Foamy Bay. We explored a bay with sheer rock cliffs. So now we have the keyword foam. So we have another keyword. So I'm just going to, this doesn't really say anything, so I'm just going to put it under here. Because the other quests, these ones, they explain something where something might be hidden. So I want to keep those in my sight, but this one is just about the keyword. So we'll put it like that. We'll put the port here. And then 15, Ubzon's treasure. We freed a man named Ubzon, and he promised to lead us to a treasure hidden in a temple to the south. So that's the keyword chains, and this also has this like this symbol like a wave, and I haven't looked it up in the rulebook, but I'm pretty sure like that's a hidden thing because the other one doesn't have that, but this one does, and it's basically like you can find something here. We could actually, you know, put it on the map, but we can just put them here and read them and keep those. So there's a temple in the south which has a hidden treasure, and probably if we have Ubzon, we can get to the treasure. He's going to help us probably, you know, the keyword Ubzon or something like that. I don't know, but so if we go south, we might run into that. Okay, so we close the adventure book. But I have like this cheat sheet thing here because I'm not like really familiar yet with everything that's going on. So we did our 2 actions. So after that, so it says 2 actions. There's a whole thing about everything. Yes. Train. I don't think I want to train. I have 3 of these command tokens, and I think that's not necessarily a lot, so yeah. Keywords. They're on the quest cards, blah blah blah. So it's basically like 1 is ship action, 2 is event. We didn't do the event. We didn't do an event. Well, too late now, obviously. So don't do as I do as I say. You do a ship action, you do an event, and you do 2 actions, and then you go again. I skipped the event. Too late now, so we're just going to go into a new round. Because, you know, what else is there to do? So we're going back to ship action. And I think now we have some fatigue on people. So it makes sense now to maybe do something about that. So let's see. If we were to go to the galley, we get ability cards, command, and you may discard 1 ability card from your hand to remove 1 fatigue. Well, why not? Let's do that. So first we get an ability card. You can do these in any order, I believe, so it makes sense to first draw 1 and then decide from the 3 I have which one I want to remove. Then I get command tokens. Yeah. And then I can do the remove fatigue thing. So yes, we have Focus mind, we have faint. We're going to remove faint. I don't know if that's a good choice, but we're going to remove this one. And then we're going to remove one fatigue, and I think we're doing Canaan. Yes. There we go. So now we do the event card. Which is here. While reorganizing, a hidden crate of food falls on Raphael. Gain 1 grain. Raphael -1 health. Well, that is just great, isn't it? You know, this port is annoying me. So we got 1 grain, which I have here in the baggie. There we go. And Raphael gets -1 health. Where are you? There. So that's that. That's the event. Then we do 2 actions again. So where do we want to go? So one of these things says, Mac is on our way to search the cottage of an old treasure hunter named Anne. Perhaps something there will help us get home. The cottage is near a bridge north of Segura Trading Post. So that would be here. So I feel like going here would make sense, right? To do 1 travel and then explore. Right? Let's do that. So travel is 1 action. I'm just reading this. So basically it says that it's not just a 1-on-1 travel thing. So I'm putting this back. You draw fate, and that determines how far you can travel. Ha. Okay, we can do that. 5. We can do 5. But do we want to do 5? I mean, like going here, and then here to like this little bay. Like the little bay seems safe. And at least a sort of good use of 5 movement. But I was pretty sure I just wanted to go to the cottage, because that made sense story-wise to just have this like tip. You know, she gave us advice, you know, go to Anne's cottage, there might be treasure there. Makes sense to then be like, okay, we'll go to the cottage and we'll see what's there. And not, we'll travel here and see what's here and then go back to the cottage. And maybe the cottage will say, I need a keyword I don't have. So then at least when I go on further travels, I can collect that keyword. But it seems a shame to travel 1 when I have 5. I'm going to do the cottage. That was my initial thought and plan, so I'm going to do that. Travel. And then we explore. So we grab the book and we go to 34. If keyword cottage, turn to 34.3. We have the keyword cottage because it's on here. So we go to 34.3. Yes. You cross a bridge with You cross a bridge with wooden planks that dangle like loose teeth. Strength 5. Okay, so now we have a strength check. Again. For 5. So we're not going to do 3 fatigues again, right? Because then it will be a never-ending story of fatigue, I think. So we're going Raphael again, and then Kanan, and that's 2. Up. And that's 7. Yay, we passed again. So no failure. Moving on. Beyond the bridge is Anne's cottage, nestled among the fir trees, its door swinging in the soft breeze. Inside, a woman stirs a pot of broth. A blue lizard lounges on her grey hair like a sultan on a pillow. Only briefly she looks up and sets her gaze on Mac. "You won't leave here with the map," she says, "but you can have some soup." We can then A. Ask Anne why she won't give you the map, or accept the soup while secretly looking for the map, which is in perception of 8, which is quite high, I think. So we're just going to ask. You would assume always asking first is not a problem. 34.1. I don't help totem seekers anymore. We're better off letting the gods sleep. Anne sips her soup, lifting the spoon to the lizard on her head and then extending it to Mac. Mac pushes the spoon away. "Don't you want to see your family again?" "Of course, but I can't. The gods have nursed their rage for centuries, and they want revenge against these islands. They won't forget their captors or show any mercy. I can't give you that map." And we have 3 options. A. Convince Anne that you'll look for another way to get home if she gives you the map. So that requires a cunning of 6. And if you fail, you may try again or pick choice B or C. Or you can restrain Anne and search for the map, which is a strength 6. Or C. Set her house on fire and leave. If she won't give you the map, you want it destroyed. Well, that doesn't seem good. Or nice. I like to play sort of nice. Well, we can do A first, because if we don't win that way, we can try again. We'll try that one, yes. So that's cunning, and now I have to look at the thing on the back of the, let's do it like this. On the back here, which one of these is cunning? There's a little fox. Okay. Little fox. So we can gain a cunning from Abzan. And we have a few others who have cunning. We kind of really want to succeed that way. So we're tearing through our fatigue, and I don't know if that's good. Because before we know it, we can't use anybody anymore. Oh, this one is here, by the way. Yeah. But we're going to try it this way. We'll see if that hinders us later. So we're going 1, 2, and then use Abzan for 3. So that's 3, and then we draw our card. which is another 3, which makes it 6. And that is what we need. Turn to 34.5. I can't go with you, but it's possible you'll find another way. She places a shaking hand on Mac's arm and Mac clasps it. Gain 1 coin, 1 brain and 1 XP. Complete quest 2 and gain quest 6. Return to the ship. Okay, so let's do that one by one. So, first, a coin. We're collecting some nice coin here. A coin, a grain. We can bake a bread here with all this grain. A grain. And 1 XP, which goes on here. So this box is for experience. So we can make a dot and then cross it off when we spend it. So let's do that now. 1 dot, 1 experience. Yay for us! Complete quest 2 and gain quest 6. So we complete this quest, which is Anne's Cottage. Now look up what you do when you complete one in a second. And we gain quest 6. I can do that. Oh. Let's just look. Quest 6 shouldn't be far off. There we go. Anne's map. Well, that makes sense. We took a map from Anne's cottage. It leads into the forest on the island to the east. So the forest in the east. So that would be here. Or on the island. Yeah, on the island to the east. So here or here? Like, I'm not completely sure. Because it doesn't have a quest token necessarily there. But maybe 47 leads into the forest? I'm doubtful, but maybe. So we now have Anne's map and we have the keyword, oh there we go, falcon. There we go, and then our instructions will tell us if we complete a quest, what will happen. Quest cards. Complete quest X, place the specified card in the used quest box. Once there, it cannot be retrieved unless you are starting a new campaign. Oh yes, and there's the symbol. I don't know, that's not, but the little wave symbol. This symbol means that this quest is an active quest. You can travel somewhere to complete it. Cards without this symbol generally only need to be referenced when you check for a specific keyword. So, intuitively that made sense. So, here we have used quests. And that is empty. Of course, and we're going to be putting this into there, and that seems like a good end of this video. We did 2 rounds, we completed a quest, and we're on our way to find the totems and wake the sleeping gods. So this was my very first video ever. So it might be a bit awkward from time to time. Certainly feels so for me. Talking to my laptop in this case. But I wanted to take you guys along to this beautiful game that has really captured my attention for a while, and I got it for my birthday, and you know, I just wanted to explore it and take somebody along with me, which is anyone who watches this video. So if you like this and you would like me to continue filming, because I will definitely be continuing playing, if you want me to continue filming this, please let me know, and let me know what I can do to like improve this video and this setup and whatever. I have a laptop and a webcam, so like it might not be the best ever, but it's what I can do. So yeah, I had fun. I have fun. I hope you had too. And maybe until next time.